Live pictures right now from East Palestine. A community meeting is continuing. It's been going for more than an hour and a half. You can see some people are quite angry. The head of the National Transportation Safety Board says they have a reason to be angry. The East Palestine derailment could have been prevented.
I get frustrated because what happens is everybody jumps to those solutions, and then when we issue our final report, we get ignored.
They do indeed, and the companies that would have to implement those final solutions lobby against them. If you want to prevent another tragedy, holding companies like Norfolk Southern accountable is the place to start. Here's what we learned from the NTSB. The train braked hard after receiving an overheating alert. The train was carrying 115,000 gallons of vinyl chloride. It causes all sorts of really bad cancers. And the train was actually traveling below the speed limit at the time of the derailment. The focus of the investigation is on one wheel bearing on the 23rd car of a train that was 2 miles long. NTSB says the temperatures rose to 215 degrees in 30 miles. The wheel bearing overheated, failed, and then we had the derailment. Ultimately, the NTSB report told us much of what we already knew. Companies and regulators do indeed need to do more. Jim Hall's here, former chair of the NTSB. Good to see you, sir. We appreciate it. Look, regulation only goes so far, right? This is regulation's the bare minimum. If Norfolk Southern and others wanted to do more and spend more money, they could.
We live in a capitalistic system. I'm a capitalist. I'm all for it. But if you don't have the government to provide regulation, you're not going to have safety. And a government regulation can only go so far. The company itself has to have a culture of safety, which Norfolk Southern used to have. Used to be a leader in railroad safety. And these companies like Boeing and Norfolk Southern get so involved in profits and buybacks that benefit only the executives that you see what happened in this decade. You had the country went to sleep. The government, the lobbyists took over. Yeah. They stole self-regulation on Washington to the Congress members who all liked it while they were collecting their campaign contributions. And now we have both the Boeing Max and we have this situation. The difference in this situation is important to your viewers. The railroads own the tracks. This goes back to the period after the Civil War with the railroad barons. They own those tracks. They're responsible for them. We're familiar with highways, right? Where the federal, state, local government is a player. Or the airspace, where the FAA is the regulator. Here, it is almost self-regulation because if the railroads don't spend the money for safe tracks, this is what happens. Yet at the same time, we permit them to have 2-mile trains of unsafe chemicals going through each and every community in this country.
Yeah, I'm glad you made the point about each and every community, because you think it can't happen where you are. Find a railroad track in your hometown or behind your kid's school, and that railroad track will have these same trains with these same chemicals, with these same lax regulations traveling on it.
Somehow we have forgotten in this country, we have a responsibility to each other, not just blaming each other.
Well said. I got one last question I want to get into. At the top of the show, we made the point that we've started to worry about the wrong things. Norfolk Southern in profits, Boeing in profits. You make a great point. Norfolk Southern's taken on the whole environmental, social justice, and governance issues as one of their primary objectives. They issue reports on it. They're not focused as much in their reporting on safety. And then Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary of Transportation, before he came to East Palestine, had time to talk about this at the National Association of Counties.
We have heard way too many stories from generations past of infrastructure where you got a neighborhood, often a neighborhood of color, that finally sees the project come to them, but everyone in the hard hats on that project looking like, doing the good-paying jobs, don't look like they came from anywhere near the neighborhood.
I got 15, 20 seconds. You're a lifelong Democrat. Is it fair to blame Pete Buttigieg and President Biden on this?
I blame all these politicians that race to the cameras and don't do a damn thing in their jobs.
All right. Well, that encompasses just about every politician I've ever known, sir. So it's good to see you. We appreciate the honesty, Mr. Hall. Talk to you soon.
I doubt it.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.